Oh, there you go. What's up?
Ah, uh,
My
not
mic was
much.
my mic was muted. I was double muted my mic. There we go.
Ugh,
And just in case for the song to nearly wrap up, so
perfect timing.
I
Yeah,
guess. Oh,
oop.
I see.
Yeah, before I hopped in here, I hopped into my other friend group. There's just like two of them. I walked in and went, "Sup, gay nerds," and after a minute, I went smoke bomb and popped up in here.
Ah, I see. We are sending. We're sending Leon through infinite paperwork hell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he should be used to this. He was and still is the paper man.
The paper boy.
we we hand it, anything that needs to be signed. We just hand to him. Even if we have to sign it, we hand it to him.
He forges signatures.
Forge his signatures for the three C's. Why are you getting to sign things they don't want to? No, they want to join this, but they're too lazy to literally sign it, so they have me sign it.
Already with dialogue. Ah, there you are, you dashing troublemaker. Darren flashes you a self satisfied smile. A short acquaintance is coming to an end. Very soon you'll depart on your crusade, where you'll scrape by on horrible rations, struggle vainly to fall asleep amidst snoring soldiers, be rudely awoken by the freezing cold, and have to look upon the dour faces of self-righteous prigs before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. I have a journey ahead of me too. I've just rented a sailboat in the south. I've also hired an excellent chef and a host of other entertainments. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Darren pauses, then suddenly adds in a more serious voice, "You know, I am genuinely sad to see you go. If it sounds like mockery, forgive me. I cannot switch off my venom gland on a whim, you see. But you intrigue me. If only we had met. Well, if only we could have spent a little more time together. But of course," Darren grimaces, "not under these conditions. Let the Crusaders and demons have at each other. With any luck, they'll take this entire sanctimonious spectacle down with them." I'll be blunt, you don't intrigue me, not in the way you obviously had in mind. Um, how are we gonna get lost? Then I will miss you, Leon. Leave, idiot. Um, we'll be blunt. Who? Me? Where in this traveling? Pardon me. In this army? Darren offers a doubtful smile. You must be joking. Of course I won't stay. Who in his right mind would trade a luxurious and carefree life for this crusade? In any case, I intend to wait until the army departs. I do love a good send-off, especially when it is I who is staying and someone else who is heading off to meet a dreary and hopeless end. Sometimes it does one good to ruminate on the unfairness of life. Well then, farewell, Commander. I assume I shall be your most precious memory on this most disgusting and exhausting road to the pointless slaughter of battle. Or if not the most precious memory, then at least the most stirring. Darren smirks before instantly losing all interest in you, or at least he pretends to. Bro, it ain't that deep. Lamau, we're playing as Leon. There is no romance option. You fool. Whenever you play a Leon run, you simply do not romance any character. Because we always play under the assumption that his wife is somewhere.
It's
A well-dressed old dwarf is lecturing a motley companion, shaking her ladle at them belligerently. Noticing you, she flings up her hands. Good afternoon, your commanderness. Do you remember us? We're the crew from the next door theater company, the one you saved in Canabres, back when you weren't your commanderness yet. As you can see, we've come on the campaign with you. We've signed up to clean pots and mend soldiers' clothes. Keeping up a theater is expensive, so we all have to take side jobs. But we won't stop what we're doing. We're going to put on a play about your legendary feats. Of course, the crowd's scenes are difficult. We can't find the people to play the hordes of demons, and we've decided against using a ritual to summon real demons. Luckily, we have Master Kim. He invented a way to solve this problem using sound. We caught a pig and some piglets who ran away from a burnt-out village. The glum and husky half-orc mumbles softly. We put the piglets in a box and scare them a little, and and the sound they make is just like an approaching demon horde. But the most important question is, of course, choosing the lead actor who will play the Great Knight Commander. We had to ride Barney over at this, breaking a number of lances as well as a shovel, a rolling pin, and a set of back scratchers. But we just can't decide no matter what. Maybe you could help us. We have two candidates that are most suited to the role. One will have the honor of conveying your heroism upon the stage, Commander. I'm to be played by a gnome? Not a gnome, two gnomes. Rubbledum and Herfant are twins. One of them sits on the other's shoulders and puts on a long coat so they can play tall characters. They switch places every so often, so each get their moment of fame. And that way, they each only have to learn half the script. A Cyclops. He's completely tame, believe me. Has a few issues with articulation, but what a powerful physique. We'll make him a nice costume, wash him up, brush his hair. Truth be told, in our show, you mainly just make short, heroic exclamations at the fateful moment, like "Onward!" or "We'll never give up!" or "My heart burns with courage." Lamkin can definitely handle the script. Alright, Leon will play into it. Two gnomes in a trench coat. Wonderful. Sorry we took you all the way. Took you away from all the important things heroes and commanders do. We're off to the rehearsal. I mean, first we'll wash some pots, then we're off to the rehearsal. Let's go, you lazy lumps. Don't embarrass old grandma now. So, interactions that, the Adeline playthrough didn't get, because Leon actually did search basically every inch of the city to make sure everyone was alright. Where Adeline is mind was a bit preoccupied. So Leon saved the theater troupe. Also the Desnan worshippers. Ooh, free loot.
Follow my steps.
Gotta run into just about everybody. I think Fighters of the Eagle Watch, I personally chose every one of them standing here, and I'm ready to vouch for each one of them.
Let's
Neat.
out.
Cool, they're like the City Watch. So we have Eagle Watch, we have actual Crusaders. Do we have the Desmond Clerics, actually? Let's see if we can find the Desmond Clerics, because we did actually save them. Oh. A group of soldiers is talking loudly, laughing joyfully, and passing around a flask. So picture this. My sword is by the fire. There's 2 goblins about to snatch it, and 3 more are digging through my tent. And I'm sat in the bushes wearing just my mail shirt, wondering what the blast to do. An old mercenary taught me about the mail shirt. You can't sleep in armor, but it's not so bad in mail once you get used to it. Too bad no one told me not to go into the bushes without my sword. So what did you do? What did I do? I bark like crazy. Goblins are afraid of dogs, you know. So they went all wild and started running around. I spot my sword, and they spot me. So I jumped over the fire, wearing nothing but my chain shirt. I grab my sword, and I yell in a big tough voice, "O Inheritor, grant me the power to crush these filthy creatures." The sword's shining, the goblins are screaming, I jump to attack them, and they fight back, but I fought them off somehow. But ever since then, I never take a step without my weapon. Sela takes a sip from the flask. That's some story. Hey, stop gulping. Leave some for us. We've only just set off and you're drinking already. And with the Queen in camp. Stop this at once. The knights quickly snap to attention. Sela raises the flask and says loudly, "Right you are, Commander to your aid. We are but drinking to the Queen's health." Leon has actually no opinion on this. Leon does not care that much, actually. Not enough into the chaotic side of the spectrum to go and straight up grab the flask and start drinking with them, but not exactly going to tell them to stop. He's just gonna stare at them. Like, alright. Look. Next in CPR were heavy drinkers. They got their jobs done.
Yeah. To be fair, it's also because of their jobs that they probably became heavy drinkers as well. The fucking missions they got sent on, man.
Look, these mercenaries are gonna be told to fight demons. Allow me to remind you, Paladin, that you are in an army, not a band of mercenaries. Foolishness impairs discipline. Too much fun at camp can turn into losses on the battlefield. With all due respect, Commander Terabade, I answer to the Knight Commander, not to you. The fact that we're all fighting together doesn't give you the right to discipline me like a drill like a sergeant disciplines a recruit. Okay, getting snappy with each other. Kind of funny. You think Terabade and Sela would be... Oh, I read this before. An anonymous pamphlet, basically going like, Canabras deserve to eat shit. It's like, the fact that it's... Well, I guess it is kind of foretelling. I played far enough into the game. I know there is a traitor.
There's a traitor Amogus.
Yoink. This does nothing.
Tread
There is an imposter.
I love whenever I play these games, just watching Leon's alignment swivel between the lawful good and chaotic good, but snake straight towards that neutral good. Because, like, neutral good, some chaotic good, move towards chaotic, then bounces through lawful, and then starts snaking up. Look, Leon, I know what Leon's alignment is. He's so firmly put into neutral good. You think he would be lawful with if you stood him next to the other 3C's party member. You think you'd be lawful standing next to them. However,
Follow my steps.
however, he's just slightly more lawful. He has a little more principles.
He has a little bit more principles, but you know, which is easy when you compare it to
Let's head out.
the chaotic neutral and the lawful evil or neutral evil.
Yeah, neutral evil and chaotic neutral. I think we inspected the camp more or less. But yeah, Leon neutral good is like, oh, he's significantly more disciplined than the other party members, and then you look at the other party members, it's just like, oh, so clearly he's like the lawful good of the party. It's like, no, he's actually a little chaotic sometimes.
What the fuck?
Just the rest of the party that he's in is so bent towards chaos, he just seems lawful by comparison. What's up, Social? Nice to meet you too.
Let us be careful.
The queen greets you with a stare. She has dropped a pompous air with which she announced the First Crusade. The face of the ruler of Mendev appears calm and thoughtful. She has made her move and now awaits her opponent's reply.
Commander, I am satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds.
Oh god, more
I
paperwork.
have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation.
So, cool thing that I know, because I've played the Adeline playthrough, is the banner changes to match which mythic path you choose. So it'll be called the Sword of Valor regardless, but when you interact with it, depending on what type of route you're playing, the design of the banner will change to match you. So, Adeline basically had like skulls and shit on hers. I wonder what Leon's gonna have for his. Because he's definitely leaning more towards Path of Trickster. Trickster or Azada is, I think, what we'll probably go for. Or Gold Dragon, if we can find it. If I can find Gold Dragon, we could do Gold Dragon.
One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers.
Do you care for a spoiler?
We are going to show those demons.
Me personally?
So tired of
Yeah.
sitting in a library reading books about history.
I mean, I
It's
don't even
time
have the
I
game,
took
so.
part in it.
Chat, cover your ears for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this bitch is a traitor.
What if you just like?
Glad to help our cause, Commander.
What if you just, you know?
If you have some time later, I'd like
You
to speak
know.
with you further.
We have pre-reckoning knowledge.
I mean, yeah, but you know, what if you know you just
Yeah.
you know spend a particular third level spell slot on something.
We're
take care of the
Arcanist, we
issue
gotta
right
wait a level for our 3rd level spell. We gotta wait an extra level. Oh, actually, no, wait. We get our spellcasting improved because Mythic. Never mind, we do have Lightning Bolt.
You know, just bam, done.
I think we have 4th level magic. Even though we're level 5.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
You know, Leon's gonna ask a pressing question. This is not a question Adelaide asked, but Leon will do the interrogation. And, do you know the souls of angels from heaven are confined in the Warstone?
I had guessed as much.
Holy shit!
Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, They all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Canopus, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts. But my faith in Iomade easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works.
Leon disliked that. the fallout, like such and such dislike that. Leon did not like that. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not question their work. Maybe you should.
In any case, I am glad you did not allow the demons to commit sacrilege and gain control over the wardstone in Canopus. We might have lost one of the wardstones, but the chain is still standing.
Just imagining Leon hearing like, so did you know there are angels just trapped in the funny rock? Well, we don't question our god. You should. Just grimacing. I have some questions about my mission to retake Dresden.
I shall answer.
I know the answers to these, but let's go through them, because Leon does not know the answers complete. Well, he does know the answer to how the demons managed to reclaim Dresden. What forces do we
Everyone
have?
saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like to be called. And finally, I have personally selected some recruits from Neurosian. They have little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to prove themselves. I've always thought that an army benefits from at least one such unit. These forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on Dresden. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake Dresden, recover the holy power of the Sword of Valor, and gain a foothold...
Leon stares at this woman who has given him the job of taking back Dresden entirely because he jobbed a devil.
Light work, no reaction.
So, like, really? Really? You're putting me in charge of all the... How do you even know I'm a good strategist? I'm just strong. Yeah, imagine being like all low mental stats, like barbarian build. It's like, you'd be a good strategist. No. Good strategist and good mass murderer are two different things. What about long-term goals? Do you know how to get rid of the world wound forever?
Now you are talking like a real knight commander. However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demon's way. There are a few planar rifts leading to the abyss across the territory we call the world wound. The best specialists we could find have tried to close them on separate occasions, with no success, as you may have guessed.
So there's just portals they will always come out of.
We do not understand its nature yet. The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis, and a rather well-grounded one, that we must begin at the source of the problem, the place where the world wound was opened. The main rift lies through the city of Iz and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands of Socorus. We have never managed to fight our way so far and gain a foothold to allow the Magus to explore the origins of the World Wound. So, the next step, after you succeed in Dresden, is an offensive push deeper into the World Wound, with the aim of reaching Threshold. The very threshold of the Abyss.
Cool story. So,
Wonderful.
no more questions. Let's see. Leon isn't gonna talk about weird ass visions. Leon will have some questions about getting
Some
handed this.
actions may be deemed bold or even extreme, and beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many.
Uh-oh.
Spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
So, where the fuck are you going?
A spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
Ooh. Requires Aeon Mythic Path. So there's a couple of things. Leon might ask a very important question. Adeline is way too polite for this, but Leon does not give a fuck. Alright, this fucking dialogue option. So does the Church of Iomade really spend so much effort prolonging your life, Queen, just so you can watch from the rear?
You're the living banner of the Crusades. You're in your duties on the front lines. Holy shit!
Leon got like, it's like, Miss, you drink immortality potions. We'll go for it. Send it, Leon.
Yo.
Come on, I clicked it.
Time since anyone tried to talk to me quite like that. Like an interrogator at a trial. I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev. But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am the queen, and the queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade, but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito.
Holy shit, alright.
Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions?
Nope.
Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend
Leon said, do your job. Leon just walked up. You drink
Count,
immortality
there you are.
potions. Get in the
You
fucking
received my
fight.
instruction?
Leon does what he does best. Tells
I
people
did,
to go do their
though I did not
fucking
have time
jobs.
to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
Bro got drafted.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
What a wonderful gesture! I imagine our dear Count would have been inconsolable if you had given him this chance to serve the common cause. 3 and 4 are good choices. We'll be chaotic. We'll be a little bit of a dick.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count. But your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post. But I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendeb's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the
What
Commonwealth.
bullying?
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
This is the most rancid vibes a room can have.
Let me look back.
The most rancid vibes.
The type of vibes that have me immediately walk out the room.
Well, I'm like, you have this little shithead Darren, you have the Queen, and then you have Leon all in the same room. Rancid vibes all around. They're all gonna kill each other.
Let's get going. May Ayomade help us.
Sorry, a funny thought. I continue the 3Cs joke. I play next if I get this game, and I double down on the joke of like, wait, hold on, I'm just good at killing things. Why are you making me like a master strategist or some shit? I don't know how to do that.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Bro, I just kill people for a living. Fucking, I do it for a living. Good, then you don't know for the
Darren.
soldiers. I hate that.
Darren, you're stuck in the party. Lamau. We can't do the big poofy. Not a whole lot of games have hairstyles that are, like, good for Leon. Yes, natural armor. We're going to give that to someone else. Hand Leon yet another pet. Actually, we could do that. Gotta fill your inventory with animals. Who'd be the funniest to give the cowboy hat to? You know what? Ah, it's not a cowboy hat. It's fine. Actually, you know what? There, a nice hat to go with your new title. Continue the bullying. Dashing Cavalier. Permanent +1 morale on attack. We can give that to Sela. But I probably want to give Sela the bracers. Yeah. There we go. Cool glasses for you. Oh, you could wear both. We're giving you both. +1 half plate. We're divvying up a gear mode, everybody. Think we're good. Is that one-handed or two-handed? That is a two-handed. That is a great axe. Give Leon a staff. Well, actually, Leon doesn't fuck with enchantment magic. Nenio, you get the staff. It'll be a sidearm for you. Grab that, because it's probably important to make sure Leon doesn't fucking die of anything. Dex is good on Leon, but it is better on our boy Lan. We like our int and charisma on Leon. Save versus fire damage. Fuck it, we'll... It's warm, like his wife. Also, yeah, severed head. Decapitated head, the severing of the head. Drop the head. Hide the evidence. A heavy mace of fire. That might be good for you, actually. You're a new party member. You're also level 6. What the hell, Social? Why are you always higher level than everyone? Oh, he also doesn't have a mythic path? Oh, wait, I remember. We have to wait for him to get the mythic path. We can give him half plate. He can wear it. Give him that golden armor. Do we want to give him an unholy weapon? Lamau. If we have a good shield, we can hand him that. We're going to Give him this flaming mace. And then if we find a shield, we can hand him a shield. Mm-hmm. If you just upgrade your armor, it's a cold iron rapier. Oh wait, actually we should. Okay, so one thing I do with this playthrough as opposed to the Adeline playthrough is I let the characters level themselves up. Normally I handpick the build. Let's talk to the new people in the party. Hello there, Leoder. Commander, a tall man with piercing yellow-green eyes gives you a brief nod. Let me personally congratulate you on your new title and thank you for the time in advance. I am Leoder Hawkblade, an Inquisitor of the Church of Iomedae, the bringer of light. I require your assistance in a certain delicate matter involving one of your companions, young Darren Erenday. Are you one of Elrond's followers? Leoder's face freezes for a moment, then he nods. Yes, of course. Leon immediately went. What's your opinions on his atrocities? Leoder is silent for a while. Usually people reveal such things about themselves only to their confessor, not to some curious stranger. Still, I did ask for your help, and that imposes certain obligations upon me. Let me put it like this. I spent enough years by Prelate Horon's side to know how to keep him from going over the line. He was an extraordinary man, the vengeful sword of our goddess in human form. He was fighting in the vanguard, fearlessly taking down demons, exposing the cult's plot all by himself. He had served the Inquisition twice as long as I have, and eventually his own paranoia and monumental sense of responsibility eroded his mind. Leon is just gonna... So, you know I did kill him, right? Leoder's face proclaims his astonishment. No, I wasn't aware. Why are you revealing this to an Inquisitor and so calmly? That's a surprisingly bold move. But bewildered, he's at a loss for words. How did it happen? Lots of things. Wanted to protect a priest of Desna. He was deemed a traitor and threatened with execution. I'll have to confirm your testimony when I finish investigating the Count's case, but knowing how revealed Harun and his attitude towards the Desna all too well, I know this is true. This news is hard to accept. Why did I leave Canabras right when everyone needed me the most? Perhaps I could have protected the people and prevented my brethren from making fatal mistakes that led to such an ignominious end.
Lamau.
Alright. So now that I told you that I did absolutely kill your friend, what brings you here? Just
puts pointer fingers together.
Leon. Man, the way I'm having Leon interact with authority figures is such like actual menace behavior. It's like just this Inquisitor going like, why did you just did you just fucking admit you murdered my friend? It's like, yeah, he was a dick. He burned a child into permanent damage. Funny enough, him being paranoid of the Desnans wasn't the thing to tip Leon over the edge. Because, like, okay, that's weird. Kind of a dick move. But, you know, as long as I don't help him, it should be fine and settle itself out. But because Leon met Ember, and had Ember in his party, Ember went, hey, that guy strapped me to a stake and burned me. Leon had the immediate like, wait, you're just going around killing children? It's like, wait a second, buddy. You're just killing children? Wow. Dick move. I realize I have not taken my E. Help me fix that. Hello, chat. Take your mats.
Let's go schizo mode.
Maybe.
This wasn't like a suggestion.
I ask you to assist the Church of Iomade in an investigation of utmost importance. I understand that the leader of the crusade has plenty of other matters to attend to, but please allow me to tell you the details. Perhaps it will explain why I'm calling upon you. The Inquisitor open face instantly reveals his feelings. He frowns and looks through you, lost in his thoughts for the moment. I suppose you've already heard of Count Erende's story. I refer to the tragedy at the Heaven's Edge estate. You're going to investigate this old case again, aren't you? Yes, I am. I have several reasons to doubt the widely shared account of what exactly happened at the estate and how it happened. You see, Commander, I was among those sent to examine the estate after the incident. I saw everything with my own eyes, and I still remember it clearly, even though it feels like it happened a lifetime ago. Heaven's Edge was a unique place that still carried the spirit of old Mendev before the world wound, and yet on that day it turned into a labyrinthian house of horrors, like something only seen in our nightmares. Apologies for the discretion. I wanted to tell you about my suspicions. Everything about the incident seemed odd. Why was the only person left alive a young boy with a newfound talent for divine magic? Why did nobody send to Canabras for help, even though the agony spanned many hours? We found the demons dead with their heads cut off when we got into the estate. How were they defeated? How did the disease kill even the paladins present at the estate, who were said to be immune to any disease? If the demons had found a way to penetrate the holy warrior's defenses, why has this never been repeated since the tragedy at Heaven's Edge? You're the only one who can help me here, Commander, because the only living witness of those events is currently serving in your army. Your army's route will take you near the very site of the tragedy. Heaven's Edge has been abandoned and sealed with potent magic throughout all these years, and only the Count has the power to break that seal. He is unlikely to invite an Inquisitor inside, and in any case, he won't like me sniffing around his family seat. But if you, as his commander, express your wish to visit the estate, you will be obliged to fulfill it, and I will simply follow you as one of your attendants. There are 100 ways, 1,000 paths, and a myriad loopholes in human lives that the forces of evil can use to their advantage. I am not sure which one of those led the demons to the gate of Heaven's Edge, but I do know it wasn't a simple raid, the kind Crusaders face every day. And that incident involved a significantly more powerful entity, and that is why I'm asking you for your help. We cannot be sure that such a tragedy will not happen again until we uncover the truth. You've been to the estate several times. What do you expect to find now? I was a young and inexperienced Inquisitor when I first visited Heaven's Edge 10 years ago. My skills have improved significantly since then, and I have paid dearly for that. Leoder makes a vague gesture, pointing at his scars. My arsenal includes many spells and techniques dedicated to gathering information about people and events. All of them require me to be physically present in the place where the event in question happened. And that is why I must return to Heaven's Edge. He already answered that question. So you suspect that Darren is hiding something? That he is to blame for the tragedy? I deliberately refuse to entertain any theories or suspicions so that it doesn't affect the investigation. There is a saying among my colleagues that suspicion is the mother of prejudice, and prejudice is married to failure. I only tell you that Count Arundel wasn't suffering from demonic possession, the most common malaise in our country at the time. Prelate Halloran himself examined the boy right after the tragedy, and he didn't sense anything awry with him. I'll help. What do you want me to do? Leoder bows his head with an exceptional reverence. Thank you, Commander. Now I ask you to speak to the Count and tell him you wish to see Heaven's Edge. Please do not inform him of my presence right away. I will join your escort when it's time to travel to the estate. When we get there, I will also require your help during the investigation. You'll have to follow me, observing my actions as an independent witness. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. I'll remain here for a while. Alright. Interesting side quest that Adeline did not get. What's up? Sorry, there's an elf that will be talking to people, and you can talk to them, and they'll go like "fuck" and disappear. The burly soldier with an impressive beard greets you with a broad smile. I saw you talking to the girl hiding her face. Who was she and what did she want? I don't know, Commander. She never introduced herself. But I bet she's not part of our army. I know all our soldiers by name and by sight. Wilser frowns gloomily, his cordiality gone in an instant. She was looking for some elf volunteer. Wanted to know which tent he was sleeping in. At first I thought she was a messenger from Mendev. She definitely wasn't one of us, but I see how it all might look, how it all looks mighty shifty. The quartermaster eyes you with concern. She is some sort of spy then. Well, show me your wares. Quartermaster, hit me with that good shit. Quartermaster, crank that yoinky splinky. We are going to... This is cool, but it's Fortitude DC 10. But on it's per hit. Still that steals your hot dog. Damn! Mordant War Axe. Dwarven War Axe. Oh, well, no one's going to be proficient in that. It's an exotic weapon. The Entrapping Longbow. Bulky Pick. Oh, well, that might be good. It's on crit, automatic 1d3 turn fatigue. Darkhorn's fine. We will keep the ingredients. We will sell the 14 wooden spoons. Wait. Keep the bourbon and the mead. We keep those. Leon be like, keep that. It's a good it's a good reagent. What do you mean? You're just gonna drink that, aren't you? No. A grinding stone. Cool that these exist, but if you're in real Pathfinder First Edition, you can actually use a like a whetstone. It gives you a small damage increase. I love fun little details like that. Okay, we're moving like 10,000. Wait, I remember I did a bunch of... Yeah, let's see here. This guy isn't going to be selling anything useful. Maybe? Nimble Edge, what do you do? Speed, enhancement 1, finesse wielding. +1 speed, a stock confirms a critical hit on an enemy. The wielder gains a +2 morale bonus to dexterity. And each attack they make deals additional 1d4 piercing damage for 2d3 rounds. Jeez, that's real good. Are you proficient in e-stocks? I don't think you are. You're just gonna take this shit ton of money. Moving a fuck ton of gold. Woljif, you're our actual magic item guy. Show me your shit. Show me the cool shit. Robe of Inevitability. That's actually really good. Do I have anything in my chest slot? Nope. We're taking it. Taking it immediately. Pumpkin's outside being an annoying little shit. Alright. Lesser Empower Metamagic Rod. Make up to 3 spells they cast per day, empowered as though using the empowered spell feat. Can only be applied to 3rd level magic or lower. We're taking it. Oh, wait. Let's sell Flail of Weakness. Decimation seems cool. 1 point of con damage on crit. Sounds great. Abrupt Fort. It's only DC 13. Oh, wait, but it's once per turn. Passive. Might be good. We'll think about it. Dark Glowing Scythe.
Hey, by the way, side note, have you done a lot activity wise today?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Have you
Physically,
been active
mentally?
today? Yeah, physically.
Not as in. I mean, I certainly do a little bit of walking and pacing, but.
There you go.
Ah, I see. Damn. Well.
I just had a random thought, and I'm like, okay, this nerd is
Alright.
like, this nerd is nerding. I have to make sure they're fit.
Walked right into that one. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There we go.
You fucking got me. All right.
I mean, I was genuine in the question. It was just also a genuine setup. But yeah, no, fucking, I have to make sure you're at least in some shape when I go head around there and start trying to kick your ass.
Damn.
Otherwise, it's not gonna be fun.
Got hit with the fucking redeem setup.
And I can do that like 2 more times right now if I wanted to.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no. The neat thing as a moderator, since I have your thing open almost all the time, I constantly get points. I can manipulate the stream.
I don't think I put a cooldown on it either.
Which, honestly, I think you might have to do that if you get... I mean, in the off chance that gets redeemed a little too often, I don't want you dying of exhaustion.
Well, it says 10 push-ups or slash sit-up, so if arms get tired, I can alternate the sit-ups.
Fair enough.
I can spread the hatred.
I need to save up till I get maybe like a lot of fucking points, and then just spam it all on workout stream.
Whenever this glaive lands a hit on a new enemy for the first time, takes... Nah. We ball.
Ball.
Okay, doggy.
Block and disconnect it. Not time to spread rumors about you on fucking Blue Skies.
This bitch is abusive.
She actually came by my house and fucking stabbed me as I show an image of a stab wound that I inflicted on myself.
Here's the hand mark where they touched me.
Clearly my hand mark.
Alright, I think... I do have pelts we could sell. Maybe? Oh no, let's... I'm trying to see what... Oh, maybe they have a shield. No, I don't think they themselves have a shield. Alright, let's sell, or like, let's buy a shield. Because I want to make sure that... Simple +1 will do. It It's just a martial weapon. It's two-handed. But it has a great crit multiplier. The bleed, the damage over time isn't strong enough for it to be that good, but it's an extra D3 negative energy damage. But we might be fighting a bunch of undead. Undead is not an atypical enemy type. However, the scythe does kind of override the glaive in utility. Right? I mean, we could just vibe though. Oh, fuck. I just want a shield. I don't want all four. Dear. Is it all the way at the bottom? Yeah, it's all the way at the bottom. Fuck. There. We only want that.
My cat just pulled the cutest fucking thing. So he came to me a bit earlier, wanted some attention, then took a nap kind of like behind my legs, right?
Hmm?
He woke up, realized I was in front of him, purred a bit, and then went back to sleep. Cutest motherfucker around, I swear. I can eat this fucker. I love this fucker. I may die for him. Not fully confirmed, but you know.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. It's a pity I wasn't there at the Grey Garrison to witness your feats of strength with my own eyes. The Flash, however, could be seen miles and miles away.
Social would fit right in with Mormons.
Up the remains of the keep. I, for one, knew immediately that it was a good sign. The light above the city showed us that there was still hope.
Have you seen this cat? This cat? Does he have a father?
I don't know. I found him in the garbage.
There's something I'd like to show you. Hello, son.
I mean, though, unironically, we basically did pick up my cat just on the side of the fucking road. He was just there, and we yoinked him. And he was, like, entirely fine with it.
So, what are you painting?
Your mom.
The cleric's eyes linger mournfully on the canvas. The unfinished painting depicts a temple crowned with a rainbow-tailed bird, the symbol of Shalin. 5 people dressed in robes stand before the temple, men and women, young and old. They all gaze back at you with radiant happiness and joy in their serene eyes.
My brothers and sisters in faith. They sent me for help and then they saved my life, Commander. If the prioress hadn't ordered me to escape the city and seek help, I would have died right along with them. Instead, I met Queen Galfrey on my way to Nerosian, and hurriedly returned to Canabris, only to find my friends dead on the steps of our desecrated temple. I want to draw them the way they live on in my memory. Wise, beautiful, and loyal to their goddess and their city to the very end.
Well, we'll just do a polite sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I will never forget that I owe them my life. Every minute of it, every breath that I take, was a gift they gave me. Now it's my duty to make sure my friends and tutors did not die in vain. I will honor their sacrifice by making this world a bit more beautiful and kind.
We could do one of those things. Hmm? What made an artist enlist in the army?
Perhaps I am a true artist, or simply an amateur
Money.
who defaces canvases in my spare time. My goddess is a patron of art, so painting is part of my
You had
prayer.
the
I
artistry
put
because
all
you
my
wanted
heart
money.
into my pieces.
Good luck
I
out
am
with
a
that,
cleric
man.
above all else.
That deadass sounded almost like you were going to hit like a wah 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 on the soundboard.
Womp womp.
I went to war because here's where I'm most needed. Sure, I could be painting.
So
idyllic
Social's a
landscapes
good
offering empty
good
prayers to my
guy.
goddess, but that won't stop people from dying. My goddess has no tolerance for false
Look.
piety.
But
You want to do artistry for money? Hits you with that SpongeBob sad music.
yeah. Let brain do the brain thing. But yeah, no. Social's like a decent guy. That said, if you play Pathfinder Kingmaker before Wrath of the Righteous, you'll see like, oh, he's a cleric of Shilin, and you just look at him incredulously. Because the Shilin paladins are not good people in the previous game. It's like in the Unexpectables. You know, Milo is a cleric of Orin.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, Milo's a sweet person. It's like, well, have you seen Campaign 1?
I mean,
And
he's
now-
very sweet and compared.
Yeah, and then it makes all too much sense why there are characters who look at Milo's garb and just, like, squint at him. It's like, oh, the previous storyline had your faction be like Hitler. Cool. Yeah, Social, very similar boat. Cool bean, but the previous game, the Temple of Shilin, was not exactly the greatest. You wanted to discuss something, right?
Yes, I have a personal request. Before we undertake our journey and leave Canabras behind, I would like to visit Martyr Zacharias' cemetery for a funeral. It's not far from here, and it's important. I would like to pay my respects to my friends from the Temple of Shaylin who died defending the city. Also, if it's not too much trouble, I would like you to come with me to honor their memory. Their friends and family will be at the funeral, and perhaps the commander's personal presence will bring them comfort. I know that you are burdened by many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time. But if you could, I would be sincerely grateful. You
So-
must be rather busy indeed. Leading a crusade all by yourself is no joke. I still believe that you are up to the task. This war has been raging for 100 years, but you've given us a chance at
So, Zacharias is an interesting character in the lore of this game. He is a crusader that is a point of stigma for the other crusaders, because a lot of crusaders are like, oh, we're out here to fight demons. They're gonna show up being a paladin and shit like that. Zacharias went the fucking lich route.
Let's head out.
Like, he became a powerful fucking lich. And fought demons that way. which is such a fascinating concept. It's like you're on this holy crusade, but one of the commanders in the crusade is just a lich. But you could see why the other, well, why a lot of crusaders look at his actions and go like, what the hell? It's because you know what a necromancer in a Pathfinder game is capable of.
Yeah.
And Zacharias is not the guy to have restraint in that. So basically he was the guy that just stared at the demon army and went like, well, war crimes are kind of, on the table. Oh, no voice line? Alright. A tall, athletic man greets you. His hair is prematurely gray and shorn close to his head in a military style. He is lean and well-groomed, and a monocle twinkles coldly in his eye. The bold set of his jaw and his large but agile frame attest that here is a man who is always ready to be on the move. Greetings, I am Milor, venture captain of the Pathfinder Society. Thank you for playing my game. Sorry. I'm the superior officer among Pathfinders in the region of Mendev. However, the Society is running almost no operations here right now. Besides me, there are almost no Pathfinders here. Actually, I'm only stuck here because of an old feud with a demon worshipper known as the Spinner of Nightmares. I've had to work alone, without the support of the Society, but I've made a lot of acquaintances among the local mercenaries and daring fighters. If you need any good fighters for an honest cause, talk to me. So this guy is where you go to talk about, or is like where you pick up custom characters. They're really expensive though, so we're not gonna get them. He also can respec your stats if you wanted to. He's where you go to respec. I think honestly we can actually do gameplay. We're an hour and a half in and we haven't actually done any game in this game. Welcome to the Pathfinder games. The video games are much like the tabletop, in which you can have a couple hours of just story.
Let's head out.
Story and shopping for gear. Alright. We don't have anything for this guy. This setup, I think, is good. Out of the big healer characters, I think Social is one I like more. I think this is the setup we're gonna go for. We got some strong magic. We have a healer, a red mage, as I'm just gonna call it them. Drinking soda out of a glass straw. Okay, we could go to Zacharias' cemetery. It's important we do that. There you go, Social. Domain Zealot. Sweet, that's such a good ability. That's fine. I put the restrictions that the game is to build the other characters for me. I can't scream and shout and shake and rattle the gates if the characters build themselves in a way that I personally would not have. If they want to burn a feat on shit like oh no, stealthy. If Sela wants to grab skill focused stealth in her heavy armor ass, then I will have to accept it. An elderly man limps towards a grave and clumsily throws a handful of soil inside. How unfair. They were all so young. They had their whole lives ahead of them. They sacrificed themselves, and an old cripple like me still lives on. An elven woman with her face bathed in tears steps up to the grave. She whispers, "The painting. It burned like everything else in the house. There is nothing left for me to remember you by. Nothing." The young man throws a handful of soil into the open grave and stands beside it for a while. Lost in thought. Finally, he sighs and steps back. Social throws a handful of soil into the grave in front of him. He takes a breath and prepares to speak, but it seems that he simply cannot find the right words. The cleric wipes his tear-filled eyes, gathers his resolve, and says in a gentle voice, "I wish you a warm welcome in Shailen's realm. We will win this war, I swear to you. We will banish this ugliness and evil, make the world richer, and let the peace blossom in it. We'll make sure anything like this. He breaks into sobs mid-sentence, then falls silent without finishing his declaration. Some of the evil options are very much, if you said them, everyone has the right to just stare at you and go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" They're dead, what's the big deal? Laugh track. Someone has had to do a playthrough of just like Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, but you're the greatest dick of all time. Not even just evil, just an asshole. They were good people. I can't believe they're gone. What in oblivion is that? Sorry. Your trembling hand points at something moving inside a grave. Suddenly, a corpse climbs out of the ground, wafting a horrible stench from its rotting body. It's a zombie! Run! There's CR like 1. It's fine. Okay, there's a lot of them. Maybe do run.
Another obstacle.
Let's not waste on that. Sela, kick the shit out of the big one. Damn, Wojciech got fucking critted.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
That's one down. Wojciech. Give that motherfucker vengeance. Ah, shit. I didn't have Leon prep. I didn't have anyone prep their spells. Did I? Oh my god, I had no one prep their spells. That's fine. We'll do it now. That's useful. That's useful. Sure, we'll take that. That's always cool. Oh wait, we don't have 3rd level magic yet. Oh yeah, cause we're just yeah, we don't have the upped caster level. My bad. Oh, but we did prep a spell. Not a waste of a spell slot. We can make a tiny elemental. We'll do that. Ah, jeez, I forgot. That's the thing. That's fine, we can... Damn. We're not having you cast any of these buffs, so... That's like your... You're good shit. That's cool. We can... 8 is just temp HP in this game. Yep. Alright, that's you. Cool. Don't worry, chat. I'll do this quickly. Snowball, because we can crit that. Shocking Grass, because we can crit that. Actually, more Snowball. Mirror Image is good, but we want Scorching Ray because we can crit that. Acid Arrow because we can crit that. Yes, we are choosing these entirely based off of what's good with Rogue. That's all good. Add a status removal. Actually, this. You don't have anything in there? True Strike. My Broden and Odin. You. Unbreakable Heart. Lesser Restoration, because it's a lower level spell for you. Shield. Alright, that's the spells prepped. My bad. Did that mid-combat. Make my seal grow. Look at that. Yeah, we have lightning lance. Let's throw Disrupt Undead. Oh, we missed. Didn't even matter. I think that hits all of them. Time to damage some undead. Wither.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Okay, Lan, you're going to...
You won't survive me.
That...
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
That's not very nice. They really love stabbing Leon. On one hand, fair. On the other hand...
I'll cut you wide open.
Let's hit these fuckers with a lightning lance. That hurt that guy. There you go, and put a little barrier on yourself. Yeah, okay. Boom, shit ton of holy damage.
The light, take you.
Endure this.
That's 2 down, and then we can combo that. With a heavy heart, Socio looks at the corpses of his friends, returned to rest by his own hand. What is this twisted mockery? Who could possibly... Wait, what's this? He bends down to recover something from the ground. Look at this. Socio hands off a black onyx gem to you. Once precious, this stone is now covered in cracks, falling apart in your grip as you examine the engraved Minotaur's head, the unholy symbol of Baphomet. The cleric's voice, perplexed at first, fills with rage as he speaks. Cultists, simply murdering my friends was not enough for them. No, they had to come to the funeral and desecrate their graves. Wait, the townspeople fled the undead without knowing they have a traitor among them. Wherever they are, they're in great danger. We must find them. Masterwork Scimitar. Don't. Mind me as I yoink that. Leon, you got fucked up.
We should prepare.
There, that'll help you not get fucked up.
I shall not fail. Let us be careful.
Leon with his army of small animals.
Save the last one for me.
Sir, what are you doing? Please back away.
Time to share your treasures.
Make every strike count.
Take Masterwork Scimitar.
Tread lightly.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Cover me, all right?
Uh-oh, there's more of them.
The spirits demand your blood.
Using a piercing weapon, not the greatest. Let's not lightning lance. Instead, let us shocking grasp. Gosh dang it, I didn't even have Leon equip the funny shit. Also, that's a lot of fucking monsters. Lettuce. Back to hell with you.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
It's not nearly as strong.
Into the fray.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Of course, they gotta drive by Leon.
You are today's sacrifice.
I should have used Spirit Weapon enchantment first. Let's play the game of do I have an AoE? The answer is no. +2. Fuck it. 66. You have the most health. miss, but that's also a really cool effect. His mom was a druid. The mystery of the druids. Let's microwave a shit ton of them. There you go. That's a lot of them dead.
Tactical retreat? No?
Holy shit. You're still alive.
Oh shit, I'm still alive.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Distract them from me.
Go for their hearts!
Okay, it's just one, so let's disrupt undead. Kerblamo. We keep missing. Fuck.
Begone, fiend!
Socio says.
Endure.
Actually, I don't know if Twitch allows that. I know there's a vaguely adjacent term that got banned because the mods got butthurt.
I'm like vaguely paying attention, so I have no clue what the word is.
Look. One of Social's dialogue lines is "Begone, fiend."
Oh.
Now you know. There we go. We'll say it without saying it. Speaking of...
You can trust me.
Not your eyes.
The spirits guide me.
Socio likes no bitches. Get some scimitars, because why not?
Rely on me.
Can we make it an actual holy weapon yet? Or do we not have that ability quite yet? It seems like we don't have the ability quite yet to make it an actual holy weapon. We can get close though. Flame that blade.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan. I'm gone.
You are so awesome, Lan. Don't talk shit about you. Don't talk shit about yourself.
The mongrel did it.
So you see the cultists have trapped some civilians. Don't worry, it was only cutscene attacks. Won't harm the living or dead no more. And fucking Kyle here just goes like, okay, Lamau. I'll bring more undead. I like spawning them. Boom, I have the skeleton summoner feat, which doesn't exist in this game. I am the I have the patent on skeleton summoner. Oh shit, we forgot to heal our boy. You know what? We won't need to heal him if no one can touch him. Shadow clone jutsu, you silly bitch.
Make every strike count.
Let's... damn, we don't have... Protection from evil communal. AC buff. AC and saving throw buff on all characters. Yippee. Stab? Oh, fuck. Game.
The light take you.
What the hell? God damn. Nice ranged attack, you dipshit. You're being kerplounded.
I'll cut you wide open.
Leon, show this person, Elysium. Such a fun ability.
I'm done with you.
Time to share your treasures. Cover me, all right? Stab you or zap you? Why not both? Ha!
Damn. Leon, get into an archer fight with this guy.
The wrong mongrel. Fall!
Just hit this guy in the head. Yeah, give him a big bonk.
Into the fray.
Splatter his hopes and dreams all over this fucking floor. Alright.
The spirits demand your blood.
Well, so that zombie was made out of, sodium. Just raw sodium. Imaginary technique. Drop down to 2 health.
Distract them from me.
So, you damn rat, how dare you? Socio becomes a totally different person. The artist's delicate hands clenched into fists, while his voice comes out as a menacing roar. He leaps at the necromancer and breaks his nose with a single blow. You scumbag, I remember you. You came to our temple begging for healing just a month ago. We fed you. We shared our table with you and took you in. Then you... Oh, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with you. Stop it. I surrender. Your... Socio ignores the necromancer's cries of pain, punching him right in the teeth.
Oh.
The necromancer spits out blood, but continues, fighting past the wild blows to his increasingly bruised and busted face. You're a priest of Shalin. I've surrendered, so you have to spare my life. Your goddess demands it. Is he telling the truth? Your religion doesn't allow you to kill him. Punches him in the face anyway. Yes, the Eternal Rose is known for her grace. She teaches us to show mercy to anyone who asks for it. It's one thing to slay an enemy in battle, but a captive, you must try to save their soul. Show them the beauty of the world, persuade them to abandon the path of evil. It's difficult, but the world is better for it. I'm just repeating your own sermons back to you. Come on, Socio, try to make me repent my sins. Perhaps your kind words will make me abandon Baphomet's teachings, go to Shaylin for redemption, and start knitting some masterpieces of my own. I love the chaotic option. Hit him some more. Be careful not to kill him. Shaylin says nothing about kicking a few teeth in.
Oh, that is actually kind of a next response as well.
Now the funniest thing, the real the real maneuver is Sozio's like, I'm not allowed to kill him. My bond, it's like my oath forbids me. Leon just like pulls out a gun and shoots the guy. Pfft, nothing on me. He lowers and unclenches his fist. Thanks for stopping me. I almost broke my vows because of this. I've absolutely no idea there's such rage in me. It's a shame, disgrace, but I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. Leon's just got like, but like, whatever, the guy's dick. I've surrendered. Here, take everything I got. Just don't kill me. Leon looking at this situation. Gonna put him in a prison.
Throw him into the cell. Guards, you know what to do.
Beat his ass.
Pull the dick twister.
Shalin says to give mercy. Yeah, but I can put... Look, he needs to keep you alive. I don't need to do shit. I could put you in the worst prison system.
Bro, you are so not getting reformed from this. You're gonna be recycled.
Yeah, this isn't reformation, this is recycling. May the Eternal Rose grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. We have many more innocents to protect from the horrors of this war. Hey, and that was just enough XP to get us over to level 6. Which Yeah. So, one of the biggest weaknesses of playing a mage character is that you don't get a whole lot of health. You don't get a whole lot of AC. And you're generally the weakest bitch in the group. Reminder that 3C's Leon had the tough feat. And Dragon Boy's gonna dragon. Look at this prestige class I was building him up for.
Ooh.
Dragon Disciple. It gives you the Draconic Bloodline. It does progress your arcane spellcasting. So it's level 1, gives you the Draconic Bloodline, gives you a natural armor increase. Level 2, you get a +2 slapped onto your strength score. As well as a bite attack.
Yo, he bites?
The level 3 gets a breath weapon. Level 4 gets another +2 to strength. As well as a armor increase. Level 5 gains blind sense. Level 6, the bite's damage increases and ability boost constitution. Level 7, more natural armor and dragon form. Level 8, intelligence boost, which we're doing Arcanist into Dragon Disciple. That does mean we gain above, like a boost to our spellcasting. Most other classes that get into this prestige class are charisma based, so the bump up to intelligence doesn't improve their casting. Leon uses int for his caster stat because he's an Arcanist, so free +2 int. Level 9 gets wings. And level 10, the blind sense and dragon form get stronger. We are rocking a absolute powerful build. You want to know what the hit dice of this is, by the way?
What?
D12.
Oh, god damn, one of the rare ones that get a D12. Holy shit.
Yeah, so the next 10 level ups Leon is getting, he's gonna have a D12 hit die. He's gonna get a D12 hit die, a massive boost to his natural armor score. He's going to gain an increase to strength and an increase to con and intelligence. This is overall a massive upgrade for him. Dragon Boy's gonna hurt. And of course, we go with the blue dragon. For bloodline. It gives him resist energy at level 5. Doesn't matter, we're gonna get resist electricity way sooner because of our mythic path. The abilities he gains for this level up, touch of fatigue. Cool, I guess. Shocking grasp as an at-will ability? Or not at-will, but just added automatically to his prepared spells. Grow claws. Can start tearing into people with his bare fucking hands. What I'm saying is this motherfucker's gonna hurt. Normally the weakness that you have to contend with is that it's like normally the vulnerability you have to deal with is that mages are squishy, but Leon's gonna fucking hurt. Continue with my preset rules, which is all characters build themselves.
The road awaits.
I think Leon's casting doesn't increase quite yet.
Yo, hold on. Fucking playing some more vintage story on the side, and I have this fucking screenshot this. I'm gonna DM that shit to you.
Let's head out.
Absolute fucking side note, but look at this fucking cave.
Alright. Well, let me check it out.
Oh!
Lamau. Damn, that's certainly a cave.
Oh yeah, I died in it because I fucking misjudged and misstepped and just fell.
Ah. How unfortunate. See if there's anything. Composite longbow. Voila. We've done exactly a heroic thing. There's going to be a lot of busy work in the game for the moment, so I can feel free to play the game at my own pace. You won't miss too much, chat. Anyhow, I'll leave things off here. I'll probably continue playing the game because the game is fun, but at some point I would like to start drawing. But I say that all the time, and then get distracted. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably play like Zenless or some shit. See you around. I should make like an official thumbnail for that.